big news in the NBA. Damian Lillard, finally one of my favorite guys to watch in the league.
Yep.
32 years old, finally requests a trade from the Portland Trail Blazers. Coming off one of the best seasons, I think, of his career.
Yeah. If there's any guy in any sport that deserves to request a trade, I know we live in an era where, especially in the NBA, where players have a lot of control. You see players move teams with requesting trades or in free agency. But if there's a guy that deserves to do it, it's Damian Lillard. He's shown the utmost loyalty out of anybody in the NBA in recent history. It sucks. I wanted to see him win in Portland. You know, you want to see a guy like that get rewarded with championships on the team that he plays with. It's better for the league. Entices more guys to stay, maybe. They just couldn't get it done. Portland couldn't build a winner around him, unfortunately. So he finally requests a trade. Obviously, Miami, the favorite. That's where he wants to go. It's going to take a lot of work to get that, though, because Miami doesn't exactly have the assets to just get them by themselves.
Yeah, I mean, and even Portland, they don't want Tyler Hero.
Right.
So they're saying, hey, we need a third team for this. But whatever they give up, I don't know if it'll be enough. I mean, you got to look at this guy. He averaged 32 points a game last season. That's the highest he ever averaged in his career. 7 assists, nearly 5 rebounds a game. Shot 46% from the field, 37% from three. I think in his 11-year career, I think this is the best season he's ever had.
Yeah.
32 years old. If he goes to a team like Miami, I think Miami becomes a title contender. Now now Miami really not been having a good free agency.
No.
Losing Gabe Vincent, losing Max Strus, a lot of depth that they already really didn't have. They also, I believe, lost Cody Zeller, who didn't get a lot of playing time, but you know, still the Heat's depth dwindling.
Right. So even more of a reason they don't have enough to send to Portland straight up. I feel like it's going to be a little bit before we see a trade happen for Damian Lillard, if it even happens. There could be a chance that nothing happens, and obviously Portland wants to get him where he wants to go, paying him back for all those years. I would think so, at least, paying him back for all the years he played for them and stuck it out with them. Who knows, though? Maybe he expands the list a little bit to teams that he would like to go play for if nothing can happen with Miami, which is probably the likely thing that would happen if nothing transpires there. I don't know, though. Who could a team be that jumps in here, maybe steals one away, or maybe he's a third team for this trade deal?
Other than Miami for a spot for Damian Lillard, I've got a few teams, but I've got one. I think the Nets are a possibility. He's kind of said that he would love to team up with Mikal Bridges. I think the Spurs could as well. I mean, there's a dark horse right there. They've got a lot of picks. They've got all their own picks. They've got other teams' picks.
Right.
Got a young core, good future of Victor Wembanyama now there. But I think the 76ers makes a lot of sense. They're looking to move on from James Harden. They've got a lot of first-rounders they could give up. They could give up a guy like Tyrese Maxey. They give up an expiring salary. I think that this deal really could happen. And I think that when you give up Lillard, you're going to have Lillard, Embiid, maybe, I don't know if Tobias Harris will still be there, but you're going to have a James Harden trade yet, a Tobias Harris trade yet. You're going to be able to bring in some pieces, maybe some depth pieces in the Tobias Harris deal. James Harden could bring back a star.
Yep.
So, I mean, if that happens, Lillard and Embiid, and you can trade a guy like Harden for some really good pieces, I think that could be a title favorite.
Yeah, I kind of, when answering this question, I went a little bit dark horse. They were rumored to be in the conversation a little bit, but I looked at the Utah Jazz. They were 37-44 last year, or 37-45. They were 12th in the West, but they started very hot. They were a lot better than people expected them to be, probably even than what they expected themselves to be. They have a lot of picks. They traded off Donovan Mitchell, traded off Rudy Gobert, got a lot of assets, a lot of picks, a lot of pick swaps. They have the capital to get Damian Lillard by themselves with those picks alone, and they could throw in a couple of young guys. The Utah Jazz are very close to competing. Lauri Markkanen, very good year. So it's not likely. I don't think Damian Lillard wants to go play.
Dark horse for a reason, though.
I don't think they want to go. He wants to go play for Utah. They could jump in, though. Brian Windhorst, what's going on in Utah. They could jump in. Maybe they're a part of their third team. They get something that they want in the Portland and Miami deal. I don't know, though. I think I would keep an eye on Utah. Might not be likely, but it could happen.
Dark horse. That's kind of what I said the Spurs for, but I think that the Heat are obviously the favorite right now, but, I mean, If you look at, they lose Vincent and Strus, and the Trailblazers don't want Tyler Hero. What else do you have to give up?
Yep.
You know, so